Hi, friends. Sorry about that.
Hey, what's going on today? Happy Sunday.
Yes, happy Sunday. Hang on, I'm getting my stuff together. Go ahead. How are y'all this Sunday morning? It's beautiful today. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yesterday was nice too.
Yes, we've come back from our little trip and everything is just great. And I got some exciting news to say. Chris finished the bathtub. And now all we have to do is finish the shower. But I may go ahead and give y'all a tour of it, because it's been taking a long time to finish it. But I took my first bath last night.
That's a good thing. I'm tired of her stinking.
Yeah, and I love it because it's got the old-timey kind of a faucet thing, and it's got the little, I don't know, you'll just have to see it, and it's even got a little handle for a shower thing.
Hi, Kathy.
So, hi, Kathy. She's the one that won the gift card.
Okay.
And she's a faithful watcher. So, how are you this morning? But, yeah, so I was so excited about it. So, I may go ahead and send y'all, or give y'all a tour of the bathroom, and y'all just have to overlook the shower, or I may just cut that part out. And Chris is all excited. He got to go fishing Friday night and Saturday night. And
afternoon, not
yeah,
night. But
tell him how many you caught.
well, there was another boat with us. My brother brought his boat, so we had two boats, a couple people fishing. Excuse me, but we kept 68 Friday night, and then last night we went again because it was so good, and my brother's wanting to get a bunch of fish for fish fry, and we kept 108 last night between like 4 or 5 adults and a couple kids. So we had we had a really good time catching them and letting the kids. I had just about as much fun watching the kids have a blast catching them. So
Yeah.
that's my happy place. So.
And, yep. And so we planted a peach tree this week. Planted another peach tree. Our potatoes are...
Yeah, our garden's doing really good. It's coming up just crazy. So.
Yeah, the potatoes have poked their head up, and the onions are doing good. And hopefully, in a couple of weeks, we'll get to plant everything else. We don't usually plant anything like above ground stuff until after Easter, because every year we have what we call an Easter snap, and it freezes back.
Our buddy has our plants already planted in his greenhouse, and
yes.
they're
we ordered
10
some
inches.
seeds this year from, what was the name of that book?
Burpee, wasn't it?
Was it Burpee?
Yeah.
I don't know. But we ordered some new ones. They're supposed to be for salsa. They're supposed to be real meaty. And they were called...
it's salsa Romas or something.
Yeah, something like that. And the other one...
Another one's a hybrid sauce Roma tomato. It's supposed to be real meaty. They said it could make up to a 2-pound tomato.
Yeah.
And then we got the big beef steak for like slicing for sandwiches or hamburgers or whatever.
So they're already growing in the greenhouse, and so we're excited to put those out because I love tomatoes, fresh tomatoes. I love going out there and just eating them right off the vine, but we do have to wash them because we have to spray. But I like to do okra, squash. Sometimes I'll do zucchini. Peppers, all different flavors of peppers.
Sally Kelly is watching this morning.
Hi, Sally.
Happy Sally is what I call her.
Happy Sally. She goes to our church.
Stephanie Weisberger says she can't wait to see your garden. They planted a peach tree 2 years ago, and they're hoping that they'll get something this year out of it.
You probably will. It might not be very good. My grandparents had a peach orchard, and so we love peaches. What kind of tree did you plant? What
Ours is
brand?
Redskin, I think.
Yes, the one we planted yesterday was a Redskin. And but goodness, my grandparents had, before they passed away, they had a beautiful peach orchard, and I don't know, they had couple hundred trees. They had a bunch, and but they had some of the old varieties, the Ranger, the Majestic, I think they had about 4 different kinds. But
Biff's got all those plum trees. They're about to plums and peaches at his house. The guy that's growing our stuff, he's gonna.
yeah, I would love a greenhouse. Maybe in the future that's something that we can get.
I think it'd be fun. I think I would like to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe we could build our own instead of buying it like he did.
Yeah, he bought one from where you could see all these sheds for sale. He had one that I think Amish make it or something.
Is the name of the building.
Yeah, and it's really nice, but it's kind of little. But I guess it's probably small.
It's big enough for me and you. We don't need a massive one.
I know. We like to grow a bunch of stuff and then we take it to the church and give it away. But so I'm excited about our potatoes, and we want to do a whole bunch of peppers this year too. We like hot, we like mild, we like all the different flavors of peppers. And we just picked up donuts for the kids in Sunday school, so now we're headed to the church. But anyway, but yeah, we've had a really good week, just working in the garden, planting that tree. Let's see, fishing, and then working on the bathroom. It's been a pretty big week. I can't read it without my glasses. I'm getting blind, y'all.
I'm not sure what type of peach tree it is. I bought it's a small little greenhouse place, and it says peach. So you don't know.
Okay.
They'll either be like yellow skin or yellow flesh or white. One of the two is the meat color.
Yeah, and when you go and you're going to a place that actually has them labeled for you, try to get one that's cling free, because if you're going to can them or freeze them or do anything like that, then it's much easier. And let me tell you a secret that we used to do all the time when we still had the orchard, is you can pick those right off the tree. We would take like gallon size Ziploc bags, and you can do the same thing with tomatoes. And you just pick them, you don't wash them, you don't do nothing, you just stick them straight in the bag and then put them in your freezer. And then when you go to use them, whether you want to make a smoothie or jam or anything like that, or if you're doing tomatoes, salsa, a stew or whatever, you just stick that under that frozen peach or tomato under running water, and that skin will just fall right off and you don't have to peel it. And that makes it really, really good. Now, when I do a tomato, I usually I core out that stem part right before I put it in the freezer. But as far as everything else, simple. And you can also do, if you have large quantities, or if you go to a produce place and you want to buy a bunch of stuff and you don't have time to prepare it, you can also do your okra that way. And you just stick it in there frozen, or stick it in there whole, right off of the shelf or right out of the garden. And then when you go to fry your okra, you just wash it and then you slice it, but make sure that you slice it before it thaws, or you will have one big slimy mess. And it's just little things like that are really nice hints to know when you have so much coming in at one time. And but anyway, what are you teaching on today?
We've been in Joshua, but we're gonna. I decided, since the Easter season is coming up, we're gonna talk about maybe a little bit a couple days before Jesus's crucifixion. I seen something kind of neat the other day. Actually, I think you posted this years ago. Maybe, I don't know it. I seen it pop up on something, maybe a memory or somebody's, but it said, I always think about what I would do if I was going to die tomorrow or the next day.
If I knew this was my last day.
Said, a lot of people think that, oh man, I'd run out and eat a bunch of junk food, or I'd go buy something, do something crazy.
Just live it up.
Live it up. But Jesus, our ultimate example, he decided the day before he was going to die, he washed his disciples' feet.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really telling about his heart and how he was a servant, even though he was the creator of the universe. So I thought that was pretty neat. But we're going to talk about that and some of the parables that Jesus talked about before, I guess before he got, arrested and crucified in the Mount of Olives. So that's where we're going to start that, and then hopefully next Sunday we'll get into that as long as I don't have to work, and then on Easter Sunday get to the good stuff.
Yep.
So.
All of our trees, Texas is starting to turn green. All of our trees are getting what my papa used to say, they're getting their Easter dresses. Because usually by Easter everything's pretty. And all of the leaves are starting to come up on the trees.
Our kids came home today too.
Oh, yes. Caleb's back there. We have Caleb back with us. We're Pentecostal, and so there is a big youth conference in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and it's just big, it's huge, and so all over the United States people come and go to that, and I think he said they had about
3,500, 4,000
kids there, and it's not just kids, we've been before. But they had a good time. They flew up there Wednesday and they got back late last night. So he's tired. But he's glad to be home.
They had a house. They rented a house.
Big cabin.
5 of them. Mm-hmm. So.
And there was a wildfire, about 5 miles away from their cabin. But thankfully.
Thought they was going to have to evacuate, but they ended up not.
Yeah, as a parent, we get a phone call. We might have to evacuate. That scared us. And but they're fine. But what was funny, they were supposed to get an
SUV.
An SUV.
They rented. That's what they reserved.
That's what they reserved. And they get to the airport, and they had a minivan. We laughed. They called and said, "We have a minivan." I said, "Yeah, that's a chick magnet, isn't it?" Of these 5 teenage boys, and they got a minivan. We laughed so hard. That was funny. Anyway. Well, do we have anything else to say for the week? We're glad to be back and going to our church this Sunday. Last weekend, we were gone to out of town for our anniversary, but we're back now, so. All right. Well, today I'm going to try to make a video for later this week. I'm going to make some jalapeno cream corn, and I'm going to make that today for our lunch, and we'll try to video it for y'all.
The corn's from the garden too.
Yes, it's our last bag from last year, so y'all be looking for that video. All right. We'll see y'all next time. Until then, keep looking to the east. Bye.